broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And a happy Monday to you. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Anybody on here today?
There's 13 or so, I guess.
We're on the right place?
13, yeah, they're on.
All the right show places?
I
Good.
guess.
I don't know. I'm beat down. I'm a beaten man at this point, Chris.
Why?
It's just, dude, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of crap going on in my life.
Okay.
But the other day, man, I noticed that, because remember I told you I fell one night?
Yeah.
Did I say about that? Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Tripped overnight on my wheelchair and fell over into the dresser and stuff. And, I just kind of noticed that over the weekend that I had 2 or 3 spots on the back of my ankle, on the side of my ankle, and like the heel area on my actual remaining leg
Okay.
that were sliced up.
Right.
Don't think the rumble stream is up.
Well, I'm looking at it, so I think it is.
So I noticed like 3 spots on my good leg that are just sliced up, dude.
Okay.
And it's hurts and bleeding and all this kind of stuff. I can notice because I looked down at my sock and all of a sudden there's like blood all around the rim of my sock. Dude.
Right.
So freaking out. And so, now I have to have my wife take a look at that. She had to like bandage like 3 spots and wrap everything up in gauze and this, that, and the other thing. And so then I'm like walking around and I feel like something going on with my other leg, like inside the sleeve of this prosthetic leg.
Okay.
The stump area. And so I'm like, well, what the hell's going on here? So I take it off, blood everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be gross or anything. I'm just trying to be honest with you.
Sure.
And so I had to call her into the bathroom, get this fucking leg.
Right.
And of course, there's something cutting in there. I don't know why. I think because my legs are like really dry for whatever reason. And so then she had to like bandage that leg up and then put gauze around that leg. And it's been a battle of messing with this stuff for 3 days now.
Sure.
And like, I honestly, I need to like, I wish I had time just to take like the rest of the week off, lay there, just prop my feet up and not move my foot up and not move my legs for like a week.
Well, you can after tomorrow.
I still got to work Wednesday. And then I got to, go down to, and I'm looking forward to seeing my family and stuff, but it's just another day of, 2 hours in the car one way, 2 hours in the car the other way. And walking around again. I just need, and then my daughter's coming home from college, and so I want to take her out to go see a movie or do some stuff with her. And so it's just, but it's like I can't get a break from walking around, standing up, and everything else. I just need a break.
You and I are on such opposite ends of the pendulum right now. For Thanksgiving, my ex-wife was over here yesterday. My son Zach moved from Pennsylvania back here. He's gonna stay here for a little bit until he gets himself situated. And so they're gonna spend my three kids are gonna spend Thanksgiving with their mom. It's normal. That's what we normally do. And normally I'd go to my mom's for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But my mom, she's traveling. She's going to go see my niece. So she's not going to be around. And then, third option would be me and Kelly would go hang. She normally hangs with her family, but, I was going to see. But she's got pneumonia.
Oh.
So for the first time maybe ever, I'm going to be like completely solo on Thanksgiving. And where you're like wishing you had the time, I'm thrilled that I have the time. I'm like, because my ex actually invited me yesterday. She's like, you could come over with the kids if you want for dinner, for Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, nah, that's a bad precedent I really don't want to set. Me and her getting along okay now. The last thing I need to do is spend 4 or 5 hours trapped at her house. Nah. That could be a real problem. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound right to me. So
thank God I had no kids with my ex-wife. Otherwise, that would not be something I'd want to do.
No, and that was it. And I mean, it's weird because me and my ex are not fighting at all. Like we're really not. We're good. We're as good as we've ever been. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, do I want to take the chance of that?
Right.
Do I want to send the wrong message to the kids? I don't want none of it. Even though my kids are grown, you still, as well as I do, the first time I do that, what's going to be back into that mix?
Right.
They're getting back together now.
Well.
Nope.
Yeah. So I just wish I don't know. I wish I had that kind of time this weekend. This week. It's nothing bad. I mean, look, I love seeing my family. I'm looking forward to seeing my dad and stuff. And, but I just my feet and my foot and my leg are just so bad.
Dude,
that I really just need to just sit there. And
you know what? Then take the time. Dude, there's a point where you just have to tell family, look, I ain't up for it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're really not feeling good and you need the rest, what difference does a stupid meal make?
Well, it is a big deal, but it is what it is.
It's a big deal, but is it a bigger deal than your health? I think no.
Well, just kind of like everybody's got problems. Just kind of push on through it and do what I got to do. I mean, it's as simple as that.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I'm just bitching about it here. So that's my life. So, but it just sucks, dude. Because again, I got one decent leg, and then that one's hurt now, and the other one's hurt, and it's like, man,
I get it.
Just quit.
Mm-hmm.
Quit. Can I catch a break, please? I did cook like 3 times last week, though.
Soup, ramen, and what?
No,
burrito?
I made 3 different dinners. I made but they were all the same kind of meal. I made pork roast and like noodles and corn and stuff. It was 3 solid meals.
Nice. In your new cookware? And
no, did not use any of the new cookware. I used all old cookware. In fact, it was kind of funny. I went to the stove to like start cooking stuff on the stove. And I'm looking at the new cookware. I'm like, why does this look weird? And like I put my finger on like the lid, the glass lid.
Mm-hmm.
One big fucking thing of dust. Shit. I've never used these pans and I gotta wash them.
That's funny.
But whatever. My wife and I were looking at our next vacation trip, trying to plan something.
Oh yeah, where are you gonna go?
Looks like we're going to Branson, Missouri.
Okay.
Ever been?
No. I don't know that I have or haven't been to Branson. I've been to Missouri with the military, so
nice?
we drove through a lot of towns. I don't remember specifically ever saying, "Hey, let's stop here in Branson."
It looks like fun. It looks almost like the Pigeon Forge that we went to. In fact, they have a lot of the same damn attractions that Pigeon Forge had.
It's probably owned by the same people.
probably
You'll get there,
is.
it's exactly the same.
Yeah, the town is owned by the same people, and it's in mountains. It's not the Smokies, but it's the Ozarks, but this one's at least on water, and
Right.
it looks a little bit more spread out.
Sure.
And it's like the live show capital of the country or something like that, and
Okay.
which is great because I mean I'm sure every show is like $60 a person to go,
Oh, I'm sure it is.
so we won't get to go to any of them.
I'm sure you'll get a show with your package, but it'll be some fucking terrible show.
Yeah, but I mean I don't care, but
It'll be like, hey, here's Jim the magician.
Branson must have this secret cookware. All right, shut up. But then what else? But they look like they have a lot of different like dining options and stuff.
That's
so
cool.
It looks like it might be kind of fun to go to, but it looks exactly almost like. But whatever, it's like 5 hours further away, and
Right.
so we might have a good time with the drive and everything else.
Sure.
But this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to take my stupid scooter with me, so I can get around town without having to hurt myself even more than I already am, and start saving now for this trip. I think we'll have a good time. Hopefully, God willing.
Sounds fun.
So we looked at Hershey, Pennsylvania first because I've been to Hershey. I was at Hershey,
Okay.
Pennsylvania like years ago with my ex-wife. And we only stayed for like a day, so we didn't really get to do a whole hell of a lot.
Sure.
And there's some stuff to do there. I mean, not just they have like the amusement park, and they have Hershey World, and they have museums and gardens and all this kind of stuff, and the factory and everything. So it looks like kind of fun.
Okay.
And I said, but I'm not staying at some crap, Hampton Inn or whatever generic hotel they have. I want to stay at the Hershey Hotel.
Sure.
Because if I'm going to go, I want to do, I want to do the experience.
Sure. Of course.
And so I looked. Of course, this is after watching 45 minutes of videos in Hershey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing all this great stuff we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Look, they got, and I'm even thinking, look, they got a pickleball court. Right? I can't play pickleball, but there's stuff like get excited about a pickleball court. But I'm looking at the grounds of this place. It looks amazing. They have 4 different gift shops. They have like pastries and Hershey shit everywhere, dude. Like every room you go into, there's like a bag of Hershey shit to pull candy bars out of for free.
Right.
Like, this is my kind of thing, dude. I'm gonna literally walk into Hershey, Pennsylvania with insulin needles just sticking out of my body, dude. But I'm gonna enjoy myself. Like I'm gonna have 10 in each leg as I walk through the streets of fucking Hershey, grabbing chocolate bars everywhere. And then I look at the hotel price, and I'm like, okay, well, it looks like we're gonna pick a different place.
Yeah,
to
looks
go.
like we're not going to Hershey now.
So I put in the dates that we were thinking about taking off to go on vacation. And I was like, okay, let me see what the rates are here. For the cheapest room.
Mm-hmm.
Cheapest. Now, it looks like any other normal hotel room that you would go into. A couple queen beds or whatever. Nice TV, little coffee machine and stuff. Normal hotel. Take a guess.
For one night or for how long?
One night. One night.
And this is a resort place. I'm gonna say $250.
$250 a night?
Yeah.
No.
Too high, too low.
I mean, you're not even close.
In the low end or the high end?
$700 a night.
Fuck that. For Hershey, Pennsylvania?
For Hershey fucking Pennsylvania. Then I said, let me see what like a next step up room would be, right?
Yeah.
It goes from $700, $1,100, dude.
Yeah, forget
that. A night. Like I thought it said, hey, starting at $699, because I put in the dates I wanted to go for like a full 5 days. I thought $700, that's fucking cheap as shit for a 1 week. And then it breaks it down and says $700 this night, $700 Tuesday night, $700 Wednesday night, $700 Thursday night. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Just for 5 days.
Yeah.
And that's not including fees and anything. 5 days was going to cost me $4,000.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Get the hell out of here.
Dude, everything right now is just so stupidly priced.
Yeah.
Your best bet might be just to go to Put-in-Bay.
And I would have gotten Hershey cookware if they had it. Absolutely.
Dude,
why not Vegas? Well, my wife and I got married in Vegas, and we've been there since then. And for me, with this leg, I mean, I know I have a scooter and stuff, but even driving around in that kind of heat in Vegas, and everything is so far away, man. Like the resorts look like they're really close together when you see them like on TV or something. Mm-hmm. But when you're walking them, they're like a couple of miles long each.
Sure.
Like it takes forever to get through these resorts.
Dude, everything's just out of control now. We were looking
price-wise, yeah.
We were looking on CMS on Saturday at the Motley tour, Motley Crue with Tesla and Extreme
Yeah, I want to get Tesla on. Talk about
at
that.
Blossom Music Center. Tickets are I'm not sitting on the lawn, so the absolute cheapest ticket in the pavilion, $101.50. Cheapest. That's sitting in the back on those like hard plastic chairs that they put right inside of the grass. $101. If you want to sit in the close seats, like the first 10 row stuff, like before the middle tier, like
Right.
you've been to Blossom.
Yeah.
Cheapest ticket, $410.
Get the hell out of here, man.
$410. Front row, $2,000
For Motley Crue
for Motley Crue
and Tesla.
at Extreme. $2,000. I wouldn't pay
Tesla make a little
$2,000.
bit more money though.
I wouldn't pay $2,000 to see them play my backyard.
Right.
I just wouldn't. And
grand.
Tesla's no draw on this for whatever it's worth. Tesla's no draw on this because Tesla's here before this. Tesla's playing at the MGM again in February.
The
I
tickets
just
are
saw
probably
the ad.
Tickets are probably like $50, if that.
Well, if we want to go to Tesla, we'll be going at the Roxino because we'll make a phone call. We'll have Frank Hannon or Brian Wheat back on this show.
Hey man, actually, when is that show?
February 7th.
I want to go to that.
That's not the Motley Crue one.
I
That's
know. I
just
want to go to
Tesla.
I want to go to see Tesla again.
Yeah, that's.
They put on a great show, dude.
I know. I've seen them a bunch of times. Tesla's great.
So we got to make that happen. We got to get them on the show
I'm
and
sure I can make that happen.
get us some good.
We
seats.
haven't had any problems before getting Tesla on, so we've had them on. I mean, this show's 3 years old, and we've had Tesla on at least 3 times, haven't we?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm all about it. Yeah, but this Motley Crue tour, get the fuck out. $2,000 for a ticket.
Is it true? Is it without Mick Mars?
Yes. Yeah, it's Vince who can't sing, Nikki Sixx who doesn't play, John Five who's a great player but doesn't fit the role, and who did I not
Tommy
mention?
Lee.
Tommy Lee, who I guess has just decided he's not a rapper anymore. He's back to being a rock guy.
That didn't pan out too well for him.
No, what a bunch of poser fairies. I hate Motley Crue.
Does he use his penis to drum?
He has a 10-inch dildo stuck to the side of his drum kit. No kidding.
Really?
Yes. He has a big dildo stuck to his drum kit.
Is that to say this is how big I am? Enjoy it, guys.
It's probably to show how much he takes down his throat. Did you see
I was kind
that?
of jealous when I saw that video, dude. I have to
Of what?
admit.
Of Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was infuriating to see that
It was.
Tommy
really
Lee
made me
with
mad,
a
dude.
fucking third arm getting the hottest babe ever.
Yeah. Like, it's not bad enough that he's a rock star and probably can get whatever chick he wants, but then he's got to flaunt the fact that he literally is packing a baseball bat
Yeah.
and screwing the hottest chick ever.
Yeah. Honking the horn of his boat with his cock. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's just like who's that other guy? Like super hot dude. He was with Katy Perry.
Not Trudeau.
No, before he's a movie guy.
I don't know. I don't know much about Katy Perry.
He was another one who was driving around on a little boat with a dick hanging out, and you're like, "Come on, stop it."
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom, dude. Like again, another guy that can have pretty much any chick that he wants, but he's got to flaunt the fact that he's got a baby's entire body is a dick, and he's screwing Katy Perry.
Yeah. Well, but look at Katy Perry must be insane because look at what she's doing now.
Yeah, I know. But she was hot. Then she was
hot.
She went through like a weird phase where like she had like really short, like crew cut, almost like blonde hair. And you're like, dude, come on, what are you doing? Go back to actually being cute.
Yeah. Well, they don't care. Yeah, that's women's empowerment now to look like shit.
But it does, every now and then it does kind of make me angry when you're sitting there and you look at guys like Tommy Lee, Orlando Bloom, Brad Pitt, these guys, and you're sitting there going, all right, now my good leg is bleeding all over the place. My prosthetic stump is bleeding all over the place. I can barely stand up to
Yeah.
go places. And these guys are riding around. They can paddle a boat with their cock,
Well,
and I can barely ride a scooter somewhere.
large cock or no cock, it's what's infuriating to me is that Tommy Lee literally still draws the best chicks in the world after doing jail time for beating the hottest chick in the world.
Right.
And he still draws chicks. How does that work? How stupid are you women?
Women are kind of silly, dude.
They're dumb. They gotta be dumb. To literally see a guy do 45 days in jail for beating up the hottest woman in the world.
Right.
And then be like, right back, I'll suck your dick, Tommy. Come my way. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with these chicks? Or is the allure of somebody with money just
Dude,
just
I don't know
that
what it is.
much?
I mean, you're talking about like Charles Manson got chicks when he was in prison, sending him letters and stuff like that.
Sure.
Scott Peterson, who murdered allegedly or did, I don't know, his wife with a baby inside of her,
Sure.
and he gets chicks. I mean, dude, I
the
guess
dude,
Diddy still gets chicks in prison, and
the dude that stuffed his kids into the oil wells
probably still gets chicks.
gets offered pussy all the time in jail. What's his name? Chris Watts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to kill somebody horrifically. Maybe that's the missing element.
In prison, you can't really get the chicks, but maybe when you get out, but you might not get out for killing kids.
Well, you've said yourself, if they look okay, you'd fuck a dude. So,
maybe. What are you talking about?
You have said that. You've said that you'd fuck a trans chick.
I said
they were
if
hot
I didn't
enough.
know it.
If they were hot enough, you said you'd fuck a trans.
I said I'd let them do stuff to me. I didn't say I'd let it.
Yeah, but if you'd been in prison a year or two,
you're probably right.
You'd be like, whatever. It's a girl now. It's got wearing ponytails. It must be a girl.
I'll get back to that in a second. I saw a video today, right?
Yeah.
It was about a Madagascar prison.
Okay.
It's built to hold 700 prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
They have 3,000 in the prison.
Oh, my God.
So one cell is supposed to hold like 1 cell's supposed to hold like 70 people or something like that. And they put like 200 people in the cell.
Yeah, no
so they
danger
literally
there.
have to sleep on their sides right next to each other.
Oh, my God.
Right? And they're packed in like sardines, and you're not allowed to turn over until the guard tells you that you're allowed to turn over. And then you're back to another side. And they interviewed one guy, and he's like, the rapes are so bad here. Because everybody's like just turning over to the side and just starts raping each other.
Right.
It's the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my entire life. They're sleeping on the ground where there's rats flowing all over them, and they're bitten by fleas, and the plague is there. It's like, dear God, our prisons are like the Hilton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am the only.
But going back to me getting, look, I've watched what is it called? Somebody put it on here. Platypus. I don't know what it is. Some Thailand place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have these reels now of this area in Thailand, and the guys are walking around. One guy, is filming it or whatever, and he's going up to these girls asking if it's a lady boy or a lady. And I will tell you this: they run into some lady boys, and you're like, huh? What would I do? What if I didn't ask? Like, I could literally walk up to this person and not know what it is, and if you don't ask, you're walking back with penis.
I'm starting to think you're just a bisexual as long as the dick isn't big.
No, not at all. I don't want to see dick. I can't be in the same room as dick. I couldn't even have sex. I could never have sex with a girl with another guy in a room, dude. It's not my thing.
But if you thought it was a girl, and then the pants came off and there was a cock there, you'd go through with it?
No.
Are you sure?
Have sex. Look, I don't know who's listening to the show, and so it really bothers me. I'm going to actually say this, but I'm going to say this. If I took a girl home in Thailand, right?
Uh-huh.
And looking smoking hot.
Yeah.
Right? Still big boobs and stuff like that, and looking good in the face and stuff. And I took her home or back to the hotel or whatever, and she starts going downtown, right?
Okay.
And then after she's done, and she gets up and goes to the bathroom, and I see oh my God, that was a dude.
That's a dude. Yeah.
I don't think I'd get mad. I would just say, thanks for everything. Have a great day.
Well, what if then she came to you and said, look, We're not done here yet. You
Oh,
got to
no,
repay
we're
the
done
favor.
here. No, I'm not doing that. I just said I'm not that way. I just said nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
What if she what if she was bigger than you or stronger than you? You gonna take the
Raped
beating, or
me?
you gonna suck the dick?
No, dude, if she raped me, that'd be awful.
So
I wouldn't
you
be happy about that.
No, I'm not saying you'd be happy. I'm just saying, would you do the deed? I think I'd rather die than do that deed.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the deed.
Yeah.
I'd fight my way, and I guess I'd get raped or something. It'd be horrible.
Or be dead. That's the big. I was watching some video yesterday, I guess it was, and it was like the most crazy reactions to judges giving people life or 1,000,000 years in prison or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they showed various people, and the people are freaking out when they hear their sentence, right? You know, the people are like, how can you sentence me to 3 life sentences? You know, what does that even mean? Blah, 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 right? Then they show this one dude, gigantic black dude. He is strapped into a chair, like a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And they put the mask on him and everything. And they have 6, I counted them, 6 policemen around the chair because they're so worried about this dude getting loose. And I'm just like, that's what you worry about in prison. That guy, that 6 police needed to strap down to control. That guy's running around free in Gen Pop. I'd imagine he's fucking anything he wants to.
Yeah.
And this was a big dude, man. He looked like he was like 6'10", like 400 pounds, and all of it solid. I was like, holy shit, is that scary?
Yeah, dude.
No, thank you.
That's one thing that I am going to try to avoid the rest of my life is going to prison.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice
especially now, dude. I'm a target.
Yeah, well, you might get put in minimum security or something at this point with the missing leg, but I'll answer this question. Were there any lady boys over in Korea? Not that I experienced. I mean, again, that was a different time.
I was going to say, do you think it's more of a different time now?
Yeah. I mean, there were gay clubs, but in the gay clubs, there weren't even like transvestites or whatever in the clubs. They were just dudes that look like dudes, and if you went home with them, they'd blow you.
I mean, I just see a lot of these videos now. For whatever reason, I don't know why the algorithms are the way that they are on Facebook, but I get these reels of this guy who keeps going through all these cities.
Yeah.
But he's asking them, "Are you a ladyboy?" And so, look, I even listen.
Probably because you keep clicking on him, Seth.
I listened to maybe, but I listened to Howard for a while, right? And
sure.
Stern was even talking about he goes on Instagram and just likes looking at ladyboys and stuff, and he says he's not gay, but he's looking at the ladyboy. And because you can't tell the difference. I watch these videos, I can't tell the difference with any of these chicks. They all look like hot chicks to me, dude.
Sure. No, I get it.
I mean, it should be a crime to fool somebody.
I agree with that totally. It should also be a crime to cry rape and then be lying.
Yeah.
I still think that if a woman cries rape and then it comes out that she's lying, she should get
Jail.
the time that the dude was up for. Don't you think? So
Yeah,
if the dude was
absolutely.
up for like 10 years or something, that should be the crime. It's the same crime. You're raping him of his freedom, you bitch.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But I'm also, like I said, I don't want to have to ID a chick or ask for like a dick check, dude.
Yeah, well, dude, you have to. If you're gonna be dating now, that's part of the game.
There should be some sort of honesty involved.
You gotta,
because they gotta say like, hey, by the way, just so you know, like I watched a video the other day on that Scoops thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, all I do is doom scroll. I just sit there every Sunday I can find. I'm fucking watching stupid videos when I'm going to bed and stuff. And so this dude is making out with this chick, right? They're on a boat and they're totally making out,
right?
kissing and stuff, and a hot black girl, right? And he's a black guy, and she gets off of him and she goes, "Just so you know, before we go any further, I'm a trans." And the look on his face was like he's gonna shoot her.
Right, of course.
And he gets up and he starts going towards him, her, whatever, and then the video stops. It's like, dude, that person may have died that night.
Mm-hmm. Could very well have.
Can you imagine kissing some chick and all of a sudden she's like, "By the way, I'm a dude"?
No. I'd be throwing punches. I know I would be throwing punches. There's no question in my mind I'm throwing punches if that happens. You don't
Yeah.
think you would automatically?
I think I would. Yeah, absolutely.
You have to. I mean, you absolutely have to. If you're straight, if that's what your proclivity is, I guess you. Oh, hi.
But if you're expecting one thing and you get another, come on, dude.
Yeah, well, I agree. I totally agree. And to go back to your original question, dude, you have to find a way. And this is, it really, maybe it's a good thing in a way that if you try it this way, and I haven't done this, so I'm talking a little bit out of my ass here, but that's a first date question now. I think did you ever have a dick is a first date question now.
I can't imagine going out for the first time with my wife and saying, "Hey, I'm so glad you decided to go out with me. Blah blah blah. Thanks for dinner. Going out to dinner with me is great. Now, before we go back to your place, do you used to have a dick or have one currently?"
Yeah. But you know what? It's better on the first. Think about it this way, dude. And believe me, I've weighed this through my mind because I always think about, do I want to start dating again? Do I want to get back into that world? And this is one of the reasons I don't, because I don't want to ask that question to somebody. But think about if you don't ask that question on the first date, then you start getting more and more serious with that person.
Right.
You're kissing and making out and stuff. You do that stuff before you actually close the deal.
All right.
Now, when are you going to ask? The day that you're supposed to hook up for the first time? Oh, by the way, before you take your pants off, am I going to see a dick? That's going to kill any mood that you have if it's not. At least if you ask on the first date, you're going to learn two things. One, the truth, and two, if she can take you being the way you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a way, if she gets offended and is like, fuck this, I'm leaving, you're a bastard, whatever, then it's like, all right, well, wasn't meant to be anyway. But, if you go the other way and you just wait, and she gets you all, she's rubbing her foot on your crotch or something under the table at the restaurant to where you're totally horned up, and then you get home and next thing you know, she's whipping out a dick bigger than yours. It's like, it won't get in the way, Seth.
Now, how would you? You gotta use my name. Right. How would you react if you? Okay, say you started dating somebody, right?
Yeah.
Super face is great and everything, body looks decent and stuff, and you do some kissing and you're hanging out for a couple of weeks, and you start to have like an emotional attachment to that person, right?
Yeah.
And then you finally go to seal the deal, and there was a dick, but you're emotionally attached now.
She's going to be emotionally attached to the two black eyes because I'm swinging. But again, I would have asked the question on the first date. I wouldn't let it get to that point. I just won't. I'm maybe I'm a horrible person, but I want nothing to do with homosexuality. If you want to be that, the more power to you. But I want nothing to do with it. I don't ever want to kiss a man. I don't ever want to have a man stroke my face softly. I don't want any of that shit. None of it. That's what I'm saying. I want none of it. You got to ask first.
Can you imagine, like, you and me, like, talk about the ugliest fucking gay couple known to me.
Ugh.
Can you imagine, like, you and I are hanging out together on the couch one night, and like, I start rubbing your face gently.
Ugh. Yeah. So horrid. I can't imagine how.
I gently whisper in your ear, Chris, I can't wait till our next show.
Bedroom, Seth.
That would be entertaining.
Turn the comforter down for your lover.
You're not telling me we can make a couple of bucks off of something like that, dude?
I don't want the money that bad, man. I do not want the money that bad.
Seth Williams 32 on Venmo if you want to donate to the Seth and Chris.
There's no donating to that cause. I'm going to put that out there now. Y'all can donate $1 million. That will be one that will not be paying off.
if you want to see Chris and I emotionally embrace,
That will not be
Whisper sweet
paying off. That is one time that you are going to get fucked by GoFundMe, because there's no way am I paying that one off.
$1 million,
No,
5 million.
no.
You wouldn't make out with me
100
for
million.
5 million. Am I that ugly? I have big breasts, dude. You can have a lot of fun
100
with
million.
those.
I don't think, dude. I for a ton of money, I could probably take a dick, but it would have to be it would have to be so much money that when people make fun of me, I could wad up $500 and throw it in their face and tell them to eat shit. It would have to be like $50 million or something. It would have to be a huge amount of money. It couldn't be $600 and a fucking pack of cigars or something. Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine dating today. I'm the same way, dude. I don't even know. Dude, I could never go to a bar and just pick somebody up anymore.
I wish your daughter was home. I'd be curious if she asked the dude if he's really a dude when she started dating him.
Or if he asked her if she was a dude.
Yeah. Either way, I would be very interested in that. Text her and ask her that.
What do you think dating is like these days?
I think you do a lot of the stuff that we did. Like, I don't know about you, but I never really found the 3 dating rule to be like that hard lined. Like, I can't ever remember a time, even when I was a dating whore, that I ever went into it thinking, well, it's date 3. I got to get my dick sucked tonight. You know, our age, I guess, I think we spent more time getting to know people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but the close rate was generally like a month.
Yeah, it was, I'd say 2 weeks to a month. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was never like you could go on a second date and still not know if you even want to close the deal with some chick.
Right.
You know, I like, you want to get to know them a little bit. And then once you get to know them, that's like, oh, let me see what this feels like. You know, but dude, 2 dates is not enough to know. Not generally. And we used to date longer to find out. I think the kids today, I think they use texting the way we used to use early dating in a dating cycle. Don't you think?
Yeah.
They just text all the time.
Yeah. I think I did ask my daughter about that because she's kind of seeing this one guy and stuff. And, it seems to be more of a texting thing all the time. And,
Sure.
For me, it was, dude, I would literally spend 2 hours on a cord, the phone that was attached to the wall, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking to the girl and getting to know her. And you can't get to know somebody through text.
No,
I mean,
you can't even read their emotion.
no, there's no tone of voice. There's nothing. And it was, I like talking on the phone to my girlfriend back in the day. I couldn't go see her
Sure.
because she was at home or whatever. And so it was, there was a difference, I think.
Oh,
big
yeah.
difference. And that's why I don't think relationships are as strong as they used to be.
Well, they're not, obviously. We're at what now, 60% divorce rate?
I mean, it's silly.
Yeah, it's just divorce. I think part of that is the relationship part of it. I think the other part of it is guys have smartened up to realize what a horrendous legal deal it is to get married. So guys don't go, like back in the day, and I think just put it in your own life. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But back in the day, nobody went into the first date thinking this is the one. But pretty quickly in a dating cycle, you started evaluating if this was really the one.
Oh, yeah.
You used to do that all the time. Now, dude, and I know this from when I first got single and I started dating. I went on a dating spree. And when I went on that dating spree, every thought in my head was, if and when I break up, am I going to be able to get a better deal than I got from my divorce? Which was the best deal ever, where I didn't have to give up anything but, some money and some furniture. I got to keep my house, I got to keep my business, and I didn't have to pay alimony. How do you beat that?
Yeah.
That's but you go into it now thinking that way. I think guys go into it now very much looking at it as a business transaction and not, and it could just be me. I'm a jaded prick and I know that. I can't imagine falling in love, quote unquote love, enough to risk half of my week's work for some other asshole that I don't like.
Yeah.
I can't fathom doing that now. And that's where I think it's different.
Like with my wife, my now wife, when we started dating, obviously I was still married, but and she was still living with a dude. But we quickly solved that issue, and then we dated maybe maybe 6 months before I asked her to marry me.
Wow.
And then it was not that long after that we ended up getting married. I just kind of knew. One, I was like, all right, dude, you're not going to get a chick hotter than this. And then I just knew that this is the girl that I wanted to be with.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been just the looks. Looks only take a relationship so far. What was it? And if I'm digging too close, just say you don't want to answer. But what was it about her that made you know that no matter what kind of stupid shit you did, she would tolerate it?
I don't know, man. I really don't. We had a lot of fun together. We did. We just always had a good time.
Sure.
And I hate to say it like that, but everything was just a party with her, and we were just having fun all the time, going out doing stuff. And that's the kind of person I wanted to be with. It was somebody that I could just always go and have a good time with. And then she was beautiful, and then she, seemed to care about me and cared about my job and cared about what I did for, my happiness and stuff like that. And so, it just kind of clicked.
Sure.
But I'll be honest with you, I think that it's gotten stronger over the years and not less strong. Like, it hasn't deteriorated. It actually has gotten better when we stop partying so much and actually just relax and start having a decent actual family marriage kind of thing. And,
yeah, it worked, dude. I'm definitely not against marriage. I'm against me getting married again.
Right.
And and for a lot of reasons why. And the main reason is because I don't think I will put myself into a place emotionally like that ever again. I just will not. I look at that. I feel like that's weakness, and I can't be that weakened by another person again. I just can't do it. It just does not compute to me.
I don't. If God forbid my wife ever left me, because that's the only reason that something would happen is if she left me. I don't think my concern is I don't think I'd ever find anybody that would put up with me anymore like this. No one would ever put up with the leg and the health issues and stuff like that. I think that I would probably just be kind of on my own.
I think you'd be surprised, dude. Dude, you ever watch Cops or Live PD or whatever it's called, On Patrol Live?
Yeah.
They go into the worst fucking trailer parks known to man. And every one of these methed out idiots has a girlfriend.
I understand that.
Every one of them, they go to raid the trailer and the girlfriend, and a lot of times she's hot. That's what's crazy. She's hot, and they'll bring out this meth guy with 4 teeth and, just looks like he hasn't had a sandwich in 2 fucking weeks. They'll bring him out, and the girlfriend will be right there going, "You can't arrest him. I love him. It's like, if that guy can get a girlfriend, you can get a girlfriend."
Bob says he knew instantly. I've seen, I've seen pictures of you and your wife. You look very happy, and she seems to again do like my wife has done for me. She's there for me through all this surgery and all this crap that we've gone to. Dude, I wouldn't have blamed my wife for bolting.
Sure.
With all the crap that I had to go through here.
Dude, I remember when I was in the hospital, my doctors warned me to not be surprised if she stopped showing up. They warned me that as soon as I came out of the coma, they were like, "Don't be surprised if your wife just stopped showing up. This is usually when wives split." So, believe me, I'm thankful that she didn't. I'm very thankful to her for that. She waited a good amount of time before she decided that I was a piece of shit and left.
Bob is watching on YouTube tonight instead of Rumble.
Good for him.
Good.
It's there.
I can't imagine myself with anybody else other than my wife. I know.
For now.
Dude, I could die tomorrow, but
for now. But at the same time, when you were married previously, And who told who that they were getting divorced? She told you, you told her.
It was a mutual thing.
Who brought it
And
up?
I told her.
You brought it up. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me that she didn't change into 1,000% a different person within a week of you breaking it off?
Yeah.
That's what mine was. Mine went from the loving church lady to fucking spitting poison like a cobra.
Yeah, I kind of understood. I don't think she understood why I was upset. I don't think she understood why I was doing what I was doing. I think that, she was doing stuff that was really kind of hurting my career and and in the process hurting my feelings and stuff.
Sure.
But I'm not sure that she understood how bad she was doing things, how she was acting.
Okay.
And so I just didn't want to handle it anymore. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Right.
And it just so happened that, something came along.
Right.
And, things work out the way that they work out. I mean, God has a plan for everybody, I think. And it kind of just happened.
Sure.
And so, it was, in my mind, it was just time to end it. That was it. And,
sure. And you made the right choice. You made the right call in the end. So, other than losing your Metallica posters.
Yeah, that sucks. But autograph fucking all the autographs I got from MMS, dude, gone.
Dude, that's a girl thing too. To just fuck with the man's stuff. I came home one day, found all of my videotapes and half of my CDs cut up and broken in a big pile in my office one time because she didn't like something that she found. So she decided, well, if I don't like this videotape, I might as well destroy them all.
Yeah, dude, what sucks is that, no offense to her, but she also worked at the radio station.
Sure, yeah, and that's bad.
So we were together too much, dude. And so it was, that was another problem with the relationship, is that we were together literally 24/7 at times.
Sure.
Like for a long time, it was like 24/7. We worked one shift, she worked another. We just kind of stuck around, hung out together. And it was just non-fucking stop.
Dude.
Which is no good, dude.
Same.
No good.
Same.
And so, but then, dude, if it wasn't for me, those autographs wouldn't have happened. Every single one of them were because I was who I was on that fucking radio station.
You got them for her.
And she took them. It's like, well, you did nothing to get those other than to be my wife, dude.
Yeah.
All right, maybe the corn one you deserve because you did fuck a hooker for me, a couple of them. But other than that, no.
Yeah, no, I get it. Women.
And it made me sad. And then she took half my Pez collection. Dude, I spent a lot of money on fucking Pez, dude.
You know that shit's in a pawn shop somewhere now.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gone.
She didn't keep it. It's not on display at her place.
No, sure as hell isn't.
It went in a box. It was in a box. Is here. Take all my ex-husband's shit. $100.
Yeah. She keep the cat. We split the pets, which I understood we should split the pets. She took the cat, and that's fine. I love my dog, but
right.
It really wasn't that bad of a divorce. It was pretty fucked up though, because
sure.
Did I tell you what happened? Real quick.
Go ahead. Dude,
we went to
half hour.
My current wife, and I went to like an MMS event. I had an MMS event.
Sure.
And a guy that we worked with came up to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might know him, but I'm not going to say his name on the show.
Okay.
And he comes up to me at this event that I was at. It was my event.
Yeah.
But he also worked at the station. He goes, hey, just so you know, I just want to let you know that I fuck Heather, your wife.
Fucking Wardlaw.
No, not him. That would be hysterical though. Because how could you get mad at him? They're like, oh, all right.
It's Matt. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'll
Matt.
share.
But dude, this guy is just a slimy piece of shit.
Right.
And he said this to me while I'm sitting there with my now girlfriend.
Right.
And and I wanted so bad. Maybe his goal was to have me hit him, dude, because then I would have lost my job.
Sure.
But I didn't. I just sat there. I was like, well, I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
That was all he said. And then I remember at our divorce hearing downtown, well, somebody said to me, she's pregnant, right? I was like, what? And I asked her about it while we're sitting there waiting for the judge. And it's like, all right, I didn't want you to know before we got divorced. I was like, well, I know now. And then I was like sitting there thinking, can I ask for more? Can I get some shit out of this? Because she's pregnant with some other dude's kid. And I just let it go. But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so
you
it wasn't like
probably
she was a
could.
fucking angel, dude.
You probably could have asked for more, but it would have stretched out the time.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
So I mean, literally after the day of the divorce,
Mm-hmm.
I had like one of these road trips. It was a live broadcast out in like Willoughby area or something like that.
Sure.
And so again, running through my head was maybe I should get some more out of this. She's married. She's fucking pregnant with some other guy's kid. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to marry me. So on that night that I got divorced, like 5 hours later,
Oh wow.
I asked her to marry me on the air.
Good
I was
Lord.
single for 5 hours. I went from one Heather to another Heather in 5 hours.
Ugh, I can't even picture it. Ugh. I mean, I started dating
the
right
long run-
away, but ugh.
In the long run, I think it was actually best for both of us. I think that, I don't know anything about her anymore. I haven't, I don't like look her up on Facebook or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I think she was happy, and that's all I hope for. I hope that she's happy and, everything else. That's whether she likes me or not, I don't care. But I made mistakes. She made mistakes. And
Sure.
I
All
just
I
that
hope
she's
for
moved on and
now,
is happy.
all I hope for these days is civility. I don't need to know what, and I don't know what she's doing. I mean, I do know I know of what she does as far as her job and whatever. And when my ex's second husband after me, whatever, when he died, I did help her as far as getting a attorney and stuff to get some of her affairs in order. But yeah, that's as close as I want to get. I can't even fathom. Can you fathom having your ex in your life now?
No.
I mean, I have kids and I don't have my ex in my life now. I talk to my ex 3-4 times a year, maybe. That's it. I just don't. She's the ex. She's gone.
Yeah, I haven't talked to mine since we got divorced, really. She was yelling at me for a while about a $28 fucking fee that I owed for something. I was like, dude,
Tell
pay
her
it.
to sell a Metallica poster and pay it.
Fucking pay it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it was funny because, like I said, my now wife was living with a dude. And so he was a big guy. Well, I thought he was a big guy. He was apparently going to like wrestling school, like WWE wrestling school.
Sure.
And was down I think it was like a thing down in Cincinnati where they asked him to join that Tough show.
Oh, Tough Enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he was down there doing this, and she was visiting him and all this crap, and whatever. But she would like watch me online and kind of followed my career on MMS.
Sure.
And so finally, we got together, and I'm up in her apartment where he lived at the time too, but he was gone. And we're landed. We did our thing, and of course, and then that night was the night I told her that I loved her, right? And there's a knock at the fucking door, dude. It's fucking like midnight or something like that.
Okay.
I'm laying there next to her, nothing to do. Which again, we just did everything.
Sure.
So no clothes, all this kind of stuff, and there's a knock at the fucking door.
Right.
And next thing you know, there's like screaming, Heather! And I'm like,
Oh
who
boy.
the fuck is that?
Right.
And it's like, that's my boyfriend. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Boyfriend? What am I?
Like, so there's this fucking guy who probably looks like fucking Hulk Hogan standing at the goddamn door, and Seth the Barbarian's about to get murdered inside fucking apartment in Euclid. So I'm freaking out. Luckily, the guy was drunk, and like he passed out in the hallway, and we went out the door and went down 13 freaking floors of stairs to get outside.
Wow.
And then next time I went to pick her up, we were actually going, ironically enough, going to a Metallica concert at downtown.
Okay.
Metallica and Godsmack. Good show.
Yeah.
But I was driving in to pick her up, and I see this dude walking out with like his boxes of his shit and his barbells and weights and all this crap.
Mhm.
He literally went like right in front of my car, and I just was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
And
Funny.
now I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Dude, I wrote about this in my Korea book. So I was, before my now ex-wife, I was engaged to one other girl, this girl Brenda, and we came home together. She lives in Michigan. So we came home together, but she went to Michigan, and then I came here, and then I was supposed to go get her after about a week. We were home for a month. So, she was doing a week of family shit and I was doing a week of family shit. And then we were going to hook up, then I was going to go get her and we were going to spend 3 weeks, dicking around in Detroit and here in Cleveland and whatnot. So maybe 2 or 3 days into the vacation, she calls me at my mom's house and she's like, "Can you come and get me?" And I was like, "What's up?" And she's like, "It's just not going well here. I need you to come and get me." So I said, "Okay, sure. No problem." So next morning I take off, I drive up to Michigan to go get her.
Yeah.
I find the house, I get to the door, knock on the door. This fucking gigantic dude answers the door. He's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for Brenda." And he's like, "Come on in, man." And he lets me in. And now I don't know what the fuck's going on, right? Brenda comes in and goes, "Oh, I see you met my husband."
Oh boy.
I was like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean your husband?" And the dude just looked at me and now I'm thinking I'm getting my ass beat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is some sort of a setup or something, or
Right.
he found out from her and set me up to beat my ass or something. And he just looked at me and goes, "Don't worry about it, dude. We're almost divorced." And he just went in the other room and disappeared. And I picked up her fucking bags and shit and left. But I really thought that I was going to get my ass just. This dude, it turned out he was a Marine who was also home on vacation, but he was huge. He was like 6'2", 260, just ripped. And I'm just like, I literally remember looking at his neck thinking, I'm just going to dive in and bite him. I was like, I know I can't beat this guy with my fists, so I'm going to bite him on his neck and fucking take a chunk out and hopefully he'll run. That was my thought. But yeah, big dude, women are scummy, man.
Yeah.
They really,
Poor guys.
they really do. Yeah, but we're a little more upfront about it. It's
Well,
never,
we're expected to be scummy. They're not.
it's never unexpected when we do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And
It's mainly because of Dick. So.
Yeah, true. But women will, dude, how did I date this girl for 6 months and never know she had a husband?
Right.
How does that even happen? If you were married, like let's just say tomorrow, they hire some new hot secretary at the radio station, and she's so hot and her personality is so good that you're willing to cheat on Heather. And I know this is a fantasy world, but I'm just throwing it out there. I'm throwing out there that this is Pamela Anderson home improvement days. Just gorgeous woman and perfect match for you. If you start messing around with her even a little, even just chatting or having lunch with her or something,
I'm going to know if she's married or not.
Not only that, your wife is going to know within a month of you coming home.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because you're going to start acting squirrely and stupid and whatever, trying not to act squirrely and stupid.
Yes.
We are the worst. Men are the absolute worst at giving up the secret.
Yes, indeed.
Always.
All right. Before I get my marriage over with during this conversation, we haven't talked about the Browns. Let's do that. We got to take a quick break, though, because we only got a half hour left in the show. And no more shows this week.
I like that.
Let's get into that. Let's take a couple minute break, and we'll be right back. Is that cool?
Cool with me.
All right. Because you got to go to the Dave Landau Show. Listen up, for God's sakes.
Yes, and sign up. Even more than listening, sign up. Here
we'll be right back.
Get ready for a live podcast event you won't want to miss. The Seth Williams Show is going live and in person on Friday, December 19th, and they're bringing a comedy heavyweight, famed comedian Dave Landau. You know him from his hit show Normal World on Blaze TV, Kill Tony, The Joe Rogan Experience, and more. This is your chance to see him up close. And we're talking full treatment. Enjoy a free lunch provided by Smoke and Rock and Roll, plus dessert courtesy of Randy Trask's no-bake cookies. Mark your calendar, Friday, December 19th during the day. Remember, this is an invite-only event, so you must be available. To secure your spot and receive your personal invite, send an email right now to sethwilliamsshow@gmail.com.
There's plenty of places to experience the Seth Williams Show, but if you want all the content, you need to join us on Minds. Get all the live episodes of the show every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Get the special bonus footage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Get bonus content from Seth and Chris as it's produced. It's only $4.99 per month, so don't wait. Sign up today. Visit us at www.minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love what they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee, because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com. Use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you're going to shop around, that is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. blackoutcoffee.com.
And we're back here on the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
Yes, we are.
Dude,
Yes.
I was going to die. I'm sitting here. I had too much Diet Coke before I came up to do the show. And I'm sitting there going, man, I really should have gone to the bathroom before the show started.
You got to work that into your routine, man. Like 5 minutes before the show, you got to take a piss.
Yeah, well, getting up and out of this stupid chair isn't the easiest thing in the world. So I'm sitting there going, do you want pain now or pain again? You would just wait until
Sure.
take a commercial.
I get it.
I got to get some people signed up for the Dave Landau thing. Come on, man.
Yeah, let's go. It's only
Well,
4 weeks away, right?
3 weeks away, right?
Yeah, let's get to it. Meet the great Dave Landau, who I guarantee you will tell you guys some funny fucking stories. The man has some funny stories to tell. So,
I mean, regardless, we're going to get some people to go. So,
of course,
might as well be you to.
Yeah, of course. Come on out. It's going to be fun. Plus, you get a free
food.
lunch, free food. National touring comedian.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Fuck more do you want from us?
Well, at least we have Cody, who donated $5 last week to Venmo.
Yeah.
So we got that going for us.
Thank you, Cody.
We appreciate you, Cody.
All right, let's talk about Tom Brady joining the Browns yesterday.
Tom Brady did join the Browns yesterday. It's unfucking
Amazing.
believable. He is going to take us to the promised land. Good old Shadeur Sanders.
Look, I don't know what everybody else was watching,
I don't know either.
but I saw the exact same game that I saw when Dylan Gabriel took the ball for the first time. I saw the exact same game. I liked that he took it down the field the one time. That was great. That was great.
Great pass.
They're making believe that this stat of the only quarterback in history with two 50-plus yard passes is something, when clearly the second one was a screen pass that Sampson turned into something.
Dude, that's what kills me, man. Like, I'm listening to national radio this morning, right?
Oh,
Like, he had blah, 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 great pass. But it was a sideways pass. It was like a 1 yard.
It was a half yard. If it was a half yard back instead of forward, it's a pitch.
Right.
It was not a pass. But and look, I got nothing. I want Shadeur Sanders to be the guy. I really do. I like the kid. I like him. I like that he's a little bit arrogant, and I like that he's not afraid. Like, I really enjoyed before the game. I don't know if you saw the little interview before the game where they said, "What do you feel?" And he's like, "I feel like I'm going to show everybody that I'm the guy they've been waiting for." Yeah. I love that kind of arrogance,
Dude, I also like the fact that when he went to the sideline, he was over talking to Deshaun Watson, and
Yes.
we're going through the plays, and the kid's trying to learn.
Yeah, I'm 100% in with Shadeur Sanders. I want him to be the guy. I don't want Deshaun to be the guy. I don't really want Dylan Gabriel to be the guy. I want Shadeur Sanders to be the guy. But I'm not about to come on here and talk about how this guy is the second coming of Joe Montana yet either. I mean, he played okay. He what was he yesterday? Like 10 for 25 for $150 or something?
Yeah.
Isn't that about what he was?
And then he had an interception.
And that pick was lousy, but you're going to get that. I mean,
Yeah.
look, he's young. He's second game ever of his life.
The other thing I thought was funny is national radio again. I listen to a bunch of radio when I'm driving around,
Sure.
going into work and just driving.
Mhm.
And they were saying that it's obvious that Stefanski does not like Shadeur because he didn't give him a game ball after the game.
He didn't give Dylan Gabriel a game ball after his first game either.
And look, I mean, I don't think Shadeur deserved it. I mean,
No.
he didn't play a horrible game, but he didn't play a great game to deserve a game ball.
Look, the player of that game yesterday was Miles Garrett. As
We
much
gave
as
Myles
you could
Garrett
like him
the-
or not like him, Miles Garrett was the best player on that field yesterday.
And he gave Myles Garrett the game ball. I mean, what do you want? He deserved it.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously not a race thing because he gave the game ball to another black man.
Yeah. And if he doesn't like Shadeur Sanders, so what? Who gives a shit? You know what else I'm tired about hearing too? This is a weird one because I hate him and like him at the same time. I'm tired of hearing everybody bitch about Dion coming in and ruining this kid or whatever. I'm tired of hearing about that. At the same time, I got some very Taylor Swift-like vibes of them showing him every fucking time the guy completed a pass.
Yeah.
It was like enough with the Deion Sanders too. You know, just because he's wearing a big stupid cowboy hat doesn't make him any more appealing to me. He's still a cowboy. I don't want to see him.
And then they had to show like a video of like, what's his name? Barry.
Oh, Andrew Barry.
Andy Barry coming down into the locker room and hugging Shadeur Sanders.
Fuck off.
Like, get the fuck out. You don't hug anybody else when they go to after the game, but just because you picked this guy in the fifth
Well,
round.
he didn't even pick him. I still think Jimmy Haslam picked him.
But the team picks him in the fifth round after everybody passes him up. He throws a good pass and then one touchdown. That was a run, basically.
Yeah. He played okay. He did not play great. He did not play terrible. His confidence is encouraging. His poise is encouraging. Like, I tend to watch football and I don't really give a shit about stats as much as seeing little things. But yesterday, the one thing that I noticed was every time the rush came around the ends, he was stepping up in the pocket, which is the sign of a seasoned quarterback.
Yeah.
To step up just enough so that they can't get their hands on you and to throw the pass. And he did that a lot yesterday, and that's encouraging to see because that means that he's at least getting the timing of the game, and he's going to need that.
And then I don't know why people miss the fact that, okay, he had an okay game yesterday.
Yeah.
Against the fucking Raiders.
Against the worst,
who are
one of the
terrible.
worst teams. Yeah.
I mean, they're awful.
They are
awful on
not
both
good.
sides of the ball.
They're not good. I'd love to have that running back, though.
Genty.
Yeah, I'd love to have him on our team.
And they have one lineman that I'd love to have. That Max, whatever.
Oh, Crosby? Yeah.
Crosby.
Can you imagine Crosby on one side and
Garrett
on the other? Holy fuck.
But I mean, they played the Raiders. Now let's see what they do what he does against a decent team.
Well, they got
Not
the
even a good
49ers
team.
this week.
Okay, well, again, they aren't a bad team, but they're not a great team. So
They're a playoff team. They'll make the playoffs.
but they're not great.
They're not great, but again, it's better than the Raiders.
Yeah. So I want to see how he does against a decent team.
He
has been named a starter, so
yeah, which is great. Forget Shadeur for a minute. Can we finally have once and for all the discussion that Jerry Jeudy sucks?
Oh my God, he's fucking terrible.
How do you get stripped when you're running down the field 30 yards with no one near you? How do you get stripped of the ball?
Yeah, but what do you do? I mean, you can't release your entire receiving core.
No, But then, did you see there was so he drops that ball. Then on the next drive, he does like an out route, and Shadeur had a bad throw. It wasn't even close to Jeudy.
Right.
Jeudy comes back to the huddle, barking at Shadeur. And it was like, dude, shut up! You just fucking gave the ball up 2 plays ago. It's like you don't have any room to talk. You're a fucking bum too.
And the other thing is that I want Shadeur to be the guy, but I don't want them to keep winning. You're fucking up your own draft at this point.
Yeah, this draft that was supposed to be incredible is looking pretty bad now.
I mean,
the Browns are going to draft just the Browns based on their pick. With the way the season's going, they're going to be like 4th or 5th, and fucking Jacksonville is winning. We were supposed to get their number 1 pick too, and that was supposed to be great.
And see, I'm starting to think, like, what would I do with that first pick if I'm the Browns now? But if we don't have a quarterback, if Shadeur's not the guy towards the end of the season, but how do you even know if he's the guy? We have a shitty O-line and shitty receivers.
I got news
so
for you.
How do you even know if he's the guy?
I still think they're going to go back to Sean.
I mean, would you pick a receiver, like one of these guys out of Ohio State? I mean,
I would. I would pick a receiver.
I'd pick a receiver and then a lineman again in the first round. And then if there's a decent quarterback that you can get in the second round, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe use that late first round for a
I'm not taking a quarterback for the number 4 pick.
But there's that kid out of Indiana who looks fucking great.
Yeah, I know John's been saying about that guy too. I forget what his name is, but I don't watch college, so again, they all look great in college. Shadeur Sanders looked like a world beater in college.
Supposed to be number 1 pick.
Yeah. How'd that work out? Cam Ward was supposed to be the next coming of Jesus.
Sucks.
He hasn't done nothing either. So, I'm the draft is so hitter. I'd rather see him go out there and just get someone. Just hire somebody.
I mean, that kid, Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State, looks like the real deal. But I don't even know if he's available this year. I think he's still stuck here for another year at Ohio State.
And if he thinks he's going to the Browns, he's going to stay at Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too. You can't just say, well, we suck, we're going to get the best player, because a lot of players don't want to come to Cleveland.
I know that you don't watch college football, but you got to watch at least this week, right? You're going to watch the...
Why? What's this week?
Ohio State, Michigan.
Careless.
Last year, Michigan beat Ohio State, the only game they lost all year.
Yeah. I find that whole thing to be childish with the fucking X's through the M's and everything.
I love it. I love that.
Careless.
I love it.
I didn't go to Ohio State. Why do I care?
It's your state.
So what's? So Cincinnati, and I don't root for the fucking Bearcats or whatever.
Hey, shut up. I do, because my
Bobcats.
daughter goes there.
What are they, the Bobcats or the Bearcats or something? Bearcats?
Bearcats.
Yeah, who cares?
That's your dick.
The fuck is a Bearcat?
It's an animal. At least you could do is support my daughter's team.
I support your daughter, but I don't give a shit about her football team.
It's awesome because she's like on the top floor of her dorm, right?
Yeah.
And she has a window that she can sit in like a little ledge area.
Yeah.
And it overlooks the fucking stadium, dude.
Nice.
So she can like see the games and stuff while they're going on.
Does she watch them or does she care?
Well, she actually started to get into football, which I kind of like a little bit.
That's good. Look at Jim go Michigan.
You're a dick. But it's this is what I hate about these games, because last year, obviously, the Buckeyes won the whole thing, dude. And they were obviously the best team all year long.
Sure.
And then you lose to fucking Michigan at home. And now they're in Ann Arbor, and they're gonna.
Dude, I've
again,
gone to a
is.
few Ohio State, Michigan parties over the last 5 years or so, 5-10 years, whatever. And John always drags me out to him. Him and Stephanie are big into the Ohio State thing. And I'll go every year, and I just end up in the corner getting drunk because I have no interest in the game at all. I don't know any of the players. I don't know. I mean, I know which team is which, but that's the extent of my knowledge. I just sit there and I'm like, let me get a chicken sandwich while you're over there.
Go Wisconsin Badgers, dude. I mean, come on.
Are they good this year? I don't know. I know nothing about college football.
But they have a coach that used to be the Buckeyes coach.
Yeah.
But no, they're no good.
All I know is that the SEC seems to be on the Roku channel, so I catch a lot of highlights of that. Not that I care, but
To me, like I watch even shitty college football games, even teams
Okay.
that are like nobodies. I watch I just like college football so much better than a pro game.
so you're watching like Kent State versus Akron or
Oh
something?
yeah, I'm watching San
Ah.
Jose State versus like Santa Barbara College.
Gonzaga East
Yeah,
versus.
it's like I'll watch anything. If it's college, I'm watching it because I just enjoy the game so much better than the pro game. Because it
Dude,
feels to me like they actually try. There's more explosive plays. They aren't trying to not get hurt all the time. Like I was watching football yesterday, right? I watched a few different games yesterday,
Okay.
and I see these receivers and these running backs, and they're running down the sideline a little bit, and then a couple guys step in front of them, and they just take a side step to the sideline. Dude, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that guy punch right through those guys, put a fucking head down, put the helmet into the chest of the other guy.
You want to see a hit like that Mason Graham had yesterday on that running back. Just
and I
leveled
want to
him.
see them go for the extra yards and just instead of just trying to step out in the end or out on the sideline. So one guy yesterday, once he got down past the first down marker, but he was right near the end zone. He just steps out on the sideline. Dude, fucking turn it upfield and put your head down and play physical football.
Yeah, well, they don't want to do that.
But they do that in
cost them their
college.
career.
In college, they seem like they care a little
Yeah,
bit.
because they're trying to get to the pros.
And that's
Once
what I
they get-
like. I want to see
once
somebody
they-
care.
Once they get that $150 million contract or whatever, why would you get hurt?
Haven't watched college football in 25 years, says Jim. Jim was around when they had leather helmets.
Jim is out there watching the Cleveland the Cleveland wool stockings or whatever it was
Dude.
back when the Titanic was still a new ship.
Yeah. They had no face masks. It was leather fucking helmets. And Jim's
Right.
talking about
I can go to the game or I can get myself passage on that Titanic boat. Rose, would you like to go with me?
I hope you're right, Bob. I hope that we'll come up and they play a better game this coming weekend.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be honest. I don't know about you, but even my love for the NFL is greatly waning. Like yesterday, I looked at 1 o'clock. The game wasn't on till 4 o'clock. Now, almost my entire life, that would have just meant I watched whatever was on TV. And I've got the box, so I could watch whatever game I want to. Know what I did? I went back to sleep. I fucking rolled right over in bed and went to sleep.
I watched the Giants game.
I didn't watch that. I watched the Browns game, and then I don't even know who played in the night game. I don't even know who plays. Is it tonight? It's like a horrible game, right? Like the Panthers and
Something, yeah.
the Chiefs or something. I don't know who it
Chiefs
is.
played yesterday.
I don't know who
Chiefs
it
beat
is,
the
but
Colts
it's like
and-
somebody good in the Panthers tonight, right?
Chiefs beat the Colts in final overtime.
Dude, that Colts look like a pretty good team.
Hope so. I got their running back on my fantasy team. He didn't do too
Jonathan
good
Taylor.
yesterday.
Jonathan Taylor, he's great.
Yeah, but he didn't do good yesterday.
Oh.
But my fantasy, I have one loss now this year, but yesterday I won again.
Well, there you go.
I got to get some fucking money out of this thing, dude. For
When
once
is
in
your
my life.
playoffs?
It's got to be in a couple weeks it starts because it ain't too long until.
Yeah, we're at week 12 or 13 this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got to
I'm
be the
just-
next couple of weeks.
Do the Browns play home this week, or are they at another 4 o'clock game? Do you know?
I'm going to look.
Because I don't like the 4 o'clock game for the Browns. I really don't.
God, I have fat fingers. It's about B-Towns. It's a 49ers 1 o'clock game at home.
All right, well, that's good. At least it's at home, but
And how many games do they have left? They have 1, 2, 3.
well, they're 3-8, so they have 7.
Yeah.
Right? 7 games
Yeah,
left or 6?
they're going to lose them all.
There's 6 games left. Do we play 17 or 18 this year?
17.
So we got 6 games left. So your playoffs probably start in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 49ers Browns this week. Titans at Browns. That could be a win.
Yeah, but do you even look at that as that could be a win? Yes, that could also, and more likely than it being a win or a loss, it could also be the worst game ever to watch.
Yeah. And then they could win and screw up another draft pick. Browns, Bears. That's a way.
The Bears
Bills
are
at
beat them.
home.
The Bears are 8-3 or something.
Yeah, they're good. That Caleb Williams is better than I thought he is. You know, he wears his nail polish, and I'm convinced he's a trans.
He may suck cock, but he also can throw a football. Give him
Bills,
that.
Browns at home. Steelers, Browns at home. Browns, Bengals. You could win at least maybe 3-4 more games this year.
Well, Burrow will be back by the time we get to.
Yeah, but their defense
Cincinnati.
is so bad.
Is it bad? I have not watched them.
And
I
then-
don't watch them.
All right, honestly, I mean, they're pretty much out of it. They're like 3-8 too.
Are they? Wow.
Yeah, and would you even Burrow's supposed to come back this coming week? Would you even start that guy? You're out of it. He gets hurt all the time. Wouldn't you just put him on the
I would put
sidelines
him
and
on
save him
IR.
next year?
I would put him down for the year, but
Yeah.
I would bet that the NFL, because isn't the, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Cincinnati's one of those teams that plays on one of the holiday games,
Yeah.
like either the Thanksgiving or the Christmas game, and you could bet that the NFL wants Joe Burrow out there. They do not want to be promoting Joe Flacco versus whoever, for Thanksgiving Day game or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of just edging out sports anymore, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I have lived for sports, but I just don't care anymore.
Look, I don't like the wokeness of the leagues and stuff that bothers me, but I'm trying my damnedest to not
overlook it.
to overlook it because I enjoy the actual sports.
Sure. Yeah, I'm finding myself more now going to YouTube and watching the 20-minute games instead of the 3.5 hours. Have you done that where you can go to the NFL's channel today and you can watch all the games? Like every game is just reduced to like a 15 or 20 minute, all the highlights of the game without all the bullshit.
There's supposedly a sport out there now that I can't remember what the fuck it was called, what the name of it is, but it's like a new sport, and they were looking at it on ESPN the other day, but I think it's on YouTube, and it's basically where a guy gets the ball and just runs straight at somebody, like they just collide, but I can't remember what the hell it's called.
Smear the queer is what we used to call
Yeah,
it.
I remember that. I don't even know how to look it up.
New sport 2025. ESPN. Yeah, nothing comes up. Problem is ESPN. Who the fuck? I can't believe you're still watching ESPN. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see nothing. I think you dreamed that, Seth.
I did not dream it, for God's sake. Look up Run It Straight on YouTube.
Run it straight.
Yeah.
YouTube. Let's see. Run it straight. Let's see. Most brutal collision ever. Okay. That's 21 minutes. I don't want to watch all that, but all right, let's pop up a highlight here. We'll see what happens. Is this what you're talking about?
I think so, because it's and there's calls to like ban it.
Let's see.
Coming out of the white corner, Troy Boulamaki!
So they just run at each other?
I guess.
So, boys, we're gonna flip
Maybe it was like the power slap version of football.
Heads or tails?
Oh, look at
sorry,
this.
Black or
I
white?
like it.
Yep.
Okay, we've got another white. What would you like to do?
Wanna run it?
He's gonna run it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
He's gonna run it. Runner, ready. Defender, ready.
Oh, this ought to be good. I can't wait to see
3, 2, 1, run it. it!
Here we go. It's it from. Oh! It's a style, mate.
That is brilliant contact there. That's good. I believe he's dominated here, Joe. He's taking the space. He's hit him in the shoulder. That'll block the lights out there. That's going to rush.
I love this.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I heard about it, and I was like, man, I gotta.
We need a team here in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, let's fast forward this. Let's find another one. All right, here's a guy. All right, here we go.
Ready! Defender, ready!
That guy.
Look at this.
3, 2, 1, run it!
And here we go. The clock.
Oh, God.
Just look at how you're going.
That was like a car crash.
Yeah. Like, no pads, no helmets, no nothing. You can't avoid the tackle. You just got to run straight into
Yeah, you don't juke or nothing. You just run straight into him.
Straight into him.
Oh, I love
The problem is
this.
I don't know how you score points. Like, how do you have to
Probably
run
if
him
you
over?
get by and score. You probably could only score if you have the ball. Like if that guy would have scored, then the other guy would get the ball and get a chance to tie it.
I don't know how this works.
I
But
don't know either. Let's see.
Here we go with
Defender, ready!
Papali's turn
Oh,
to
well,
carry
now he's
against
got the ball.
3, 2, 1,
And
run
here
it!
we go. And a oh!
Good contact. Good contact. They've met in the middle there. They've taken the space. Here we go. We're going to get a third run here.
Oh, here we go again. All right.
Defender, ready!
To try and Papali step
one,
the
run
referee.
it!
And here we go with a oh! You can see the sweat flying.
How are these guys not separating their shoulders?
something.
I love this.
Jim doesn't like it, so it means it's awesome.
Yeah, it means it's great. Now I got to see who wins this match.
Here we go, round number 4. Supplies the defender this time. Papali with the pill, and let's see, let's go, here it comes. Oh, shit! And they got the show of respect.
Yeah.
Oh my
Your
God.
winner, coming out of the black corner, Big Bucks.
All right, now I have no idea. How do you even score that?
Maybe they check it based on like how far they move the other
How
guy.
far they move back or something?
Yeah.
Wow. I like this. Run it, huh?
At least I know what I'm going to watch tonight when I go to bed.
I am too. This is a 25-minute video. I know what I'm doing here in about 2 minutes. Run it. I
I
like
think
it.
that's pretty cool.
That is good. I like that one. I'm not aware. I am now, though.
We should do that.
No. I'll announce team it. Dude, that shit'll break my fucking show. These guys are like men.
We should see if we can get a run it guy on.
Dude, I wouldn't want to hit somebody that hard with a car. That's harsh.
Yeah, we should see if we can get a run it player.
Get a run it. Yeah. Well, I'll check.
I mean, I'm assuming somebody would want to talk about their sport.
I would think so. It's a brand new sport. Somebody might. We might get the owner of the company. Wouldn't it be something if the owner of the company was like, I don't know, Earl Campbell or something?
Yeah.
Just somebody that used to run people over all the time or something.
Probably like Dana White because he owns everything.
Yeah. Well, after Power Slap, I don't think he's going to try another one of these weird ones. Power Slap has not done real well for him.
You don't think?
Nah.
Why? I see reels all the time about these guys.
I see reels of it all the time, which means nobody's watching the full events. If you go out and you look at, like, they had to leave Rumble and go back to YouTube because nobody followed them to Rumble.
I mean, when I watch it, see, the problem is they don't do like. I never hear about decent like events to watch, but there's so much fucking downtime in some of these things like UFC, and we were waiting 20 minutes to watch a fucking match, dude.
Yeah. I've said all along with Power Slap, they should do it in between UFC fights.
Yeah, something, because look, I don't need to hear the entire background of some dude that is slapping somebody in the face.
Well, and there's no need for 6 matches that takes 3 hours either.
Right.
You could mix it in with 3 UFC fights and 2 Power Slaps in between.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. Maybe they'll do that when they go to Paramount here in a month.
I might have to pay more for Paramount now. I already have Paramount.
No, it's actually free with Paramount.
All right, it's time to wrap things up, everybody.
Let's get out of here.
Have a great rest of your week. A great Thanksgiving. Everybody enjoy your holiday. Be safe, especially on Wednesday night
Mm-hmm.
when it's party night. We will not be having a show on Wednesday.
Nope.
because it's our turn to party too, and to enjoy our night and our family.
Yes.
So thanks everybody for watching today, and we will talk to you again, God willing, a week from today.
See
So
ya.
enjoy yourselves. We will talk to you later. See ya.
Bye.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the